I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
2:15 is the off time of race 4. So halfway through the meeting, race 4 of 8 is a 73 handicap over 1,400 meters. At this point in time, there are no scratchings and jockey changes, but what there is interviews with Rachel Venniker and Stuart Ferry. So let's go and take a listen in to what they had to say.
Yes, Lord Wiley's doing well. He tries the 14. He ran over 14 last time. We're just trying to teach him some racing because he's been over racing a bit. But I think this should suit him with a good draw and hopefully he'll run a big race.
Yeah, preemptive strike. Last time was a little bit disappointing, but the starts before that were good. So at home he's good. If you can just repeat a couple from those previous starts, he should be there and thereabouts. But like I said, last time was a bit disappointing.
Raheel, I've taken a chance, and it's all about stance, it's all about structure. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, and betting is obviously a guide. I fancy a horse here, and I've taken a chance and I've gone with him as a suggested pick 6 banker, place accumulator banker. I'm going to have a few rand on him. I really like him. He's a magnificent specimen by Pomodoro out of a Cape Blanco mare. Dean Canamayor's horses, whom I'm talking about, number 6, Love on Time for Dr. Sim. Keegan de Mello rides, lightly raced. I believe he's way better than a rating of 76. Last time out from a deep draw, he just couldn't get in. He was wide throughout. He ran 5th. Not a bad run, only 2.60 to Cupid's Song, was reported to be coughing. As I said, he's a big price. He's around 10 to 1, and some might say, well, gosh, we're taking a chance and bankering a horse at 10 to 1 in the pick 6. Well, sometimes 10 to 1 shots do win. So I'm taking a chance with him. I like him, and I'm just going to be holding thumbs.
Yes, at around 10 to 1, he offers you some nice value, Warren. And as you mentioned, last time out from a deep draw, he was just caught wide, and he just never quite was allowed to stride into the straight. And he finished 2.6 lengths behind Cupid's Song, but I definitely think he's a lot better than that run and his penultimate run when he was beaten by Noble Sniper. Definitely room for improvement. He's only had 6 starts to date, so he can continue to improve. He's neatly drawn in gate 6, so I think he must have his supporters. However, I'm in the camp of the 2, Lord Wiley, more of a value choice. He's at around 10 to 1 in the market. Rachel Venniker takes a ride. He's a horse that continues to drop in the ratings. He takes on slightly easier than what he has met in his previous starts. He enjoys running handy and from a good draw. I think Rachel Venniker will be able to settle him, get him into a nice rhythm, and I think that Lord Wiley is going to run a cracker at around 10 to 1 in the market. He's on a mark of 72. He's come down from a mark of 84. He does have 1 win over the distance from 4 starts, and last time out, when he finished 5th behind Mr. Gonzalez, it was a much better effort than his previous run when 7 lengths behind Coin Spinner. Prince of Taranto and Sikulu have come out to win from the form line, so the form line's working out nicely, and I think that Lord Wiley is going to run a cracker, and he's my value selection in this race. The 5 horse Preemptive Strike, his last 3 runs have been a lot better efforts than what his previous form suggested. Blinkers go on. Sean Veal takes a ride, 58.5 on his back over the 1400 meter trip. I think that Preemptive Strike is a horse that will be right there at the business end of things. The 14 Captain Who, now he's been unlucky with draws. He's drawn 14 out wide, but he's a horse that can really run on strongly. He's been the fastest to finish in his last 6 starts, and I think if they go a decent pace here, it's going to play into the hands of Captain Who, and he'll be doing his best work at the finish. His last 6 runs have been over the 1200 meters where he's run on strongly. He goes over the 1400, which is going to suit him a lot better. 2 tries over the distance for 1 win and 1 fought. So I think that Captain Who has got to be respected in this lineup. And then a horse that I made horse to watch out for is 11 Walton Hall. Now he's back at Scottsville. He's a horse that has come down in the ratings. He's on a mark of 61. Muzieni takes a ride. 2 tries over the course and distance for 1 win and 1 third. And I definitely think Walton Hall, if he just enjoys being back at Scottsville, he's going to be right there at the business end of things. So it does look to be a tricky race from my side of things, but Warren's in the camp of the 6 horse Love on Time. Warren, what do you make of the 5 Preemptive Strike and the 4 Radomez?
Yeah, Dennis Dryer's horse, Preemptive Strike with Sean Veal, could never be ignored, never too far off the action. A stable that's going through a bit of an erratic patch, but you know, they're still having their winners and their places, and Dennis Dreyer and Stuart Ferry and Sean Veal, a phenomenal team and a phenomenal conditioners of racehorses. So certainly a horse that's got to be respected, Preemptive Strike. Radomez, interesting runner. Another one that's also never too far off the action. The blinkers go on with Diego de Gavea. And I see that Diego has ridden Letaba and Radomez before, and he seems to have gone with the 4-horse Radomez. Yeah, I'm certainly going to give this horse a place chance and include him in trifectas and quartets without a doubt. Before we wrap, I want your opinion on another horse, number 8, Tuk Tuk, because he's only had 4 starts. His 2 post-maiden runs haven't been very inspiring. I'm not prepared to believe that he's, you know, this is him. I think there's more to him than this.
Very disappointing 2 post-maiden efforts, Warren. He does take on a lot stronger than what he has met out the maiden, so I'd like to see him improve at around 14-1, maybe a horse to include into those larger trifectas and quartets. He has a nice weight of 55 on his back, but as I mentioned, he does take on a bit stronger. Rocky Coast has come out to win from that form line behind White Cedar, but definitely a horse that I'd like to see improve in this lineup.
Okay, after all is said and done, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going with Love on Time, horse number 6 for Dean Kanemayer, Dr. Sim Keegan de Mello, and I'm going to be having a little bit of that value at 10-1.